Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. I'm joined with my brother Mohammed Hijab, and we're going to be sharing some thoughts on this individual who has been active for the longest time. His name is CP for short, calls himself the Christian Prince. I don't even know if that name is too fitting, and we're going to get into that in a bit, inshallah. As you guys can see, we got this nice little image down here of what I think is more fitting. But yeah, so Christian Pringles is يعني, more fitting in my opinion. Muhammad, please, why are we even doing this, Akhi? Why are we discussing this guy?
Well, I mean, recently I had a debate with Dr. Lars Skole in Norway, and after that debate, I was collecting some feedback on my social media to see what other people who have kind of branded themselves for the most part as Islamophobic or have shown resistance or critiqued Islam, I should debate next. So I put some people on the list. Majid Nawaz came as number one. I challenged him to a debate because of the sheer number of people that wanted me to debate him. Of
Right.
I think 12,000 people or something like that voted. 10 or 12,000, I can't remember. 6,000, almost 6,000 voted for Majid Nawaz. We were left with one of the, if not the least chosen option on Twitter,
Right. Right.
which was this Pringles individual that you've mentioned, who I call Christian Boy. Now, the thing is with him is I didn't know much about him, and I don't know much about his content. But since some people did vote for it, and I'm guessing a lot of them are from the Christian community, I think it's incumbent upon myself to acquaint myself with the kind of person he is, what kind of arguments he brings forth, and so on. So let's take a look at some of his content and see what kind of level this guy really is.
Hello. All right. Let's do that. Um, and yep, let's do it.
Listen, Abdul, I'm not a kid. I am a scholar. You are a donkey. You know nothing. You do not even how to read Quran. Do you know how to read Quran?
I know
Do you know
what
how to read the
Quran.
Quran? Do you know how to read the Quran? Answer me.
Yeah.
Okay, read for me the verse I'm reading in Arabic.
Okay, show me. But I don't have it in front of the screen. I'm on phone.
Okay, here we go. Let us open the Quran. Don't hang up. Can't speak in the same time. You people are rude. You don't give time to people to talk. You like to talk over each other. يا أهل الكتاب لا تغالوا في دينكم ولا تقولوا على الله إلا الحق, etc. Let's go to the translation and laugh together.
What's this?
Yeah.
I mean, Farid, you're a native Arab speaker. You've published in the Arabic language. What do you make of someone who calls himself a scholar in Islam, a scholar in Arabic, and who reads the Quran in that manner? I mean, he's not even just trying to get it from memory. A lot of us, when we're trying to get it from memory, we can get it wrong.
Right. Right.
He's
right.
reading it from this is his first language. This
Right.
is his first language. Can we explain to the listeners and to the viewers what kind of ridiculous reading that was?
Yeah, so off the bat, I mean the first word he screwed up. He said Ya Ahlul Kitab instead of saying Ya Ahl al Kitab, and I mean basics of Arabic grammar. You don't need to be an expert in the Quran to know this.
Yes,
The,
yes.
the second one he said what did he say? La تغالوا.
He
The
said لا
verse.
تغالوا.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
So
I
I
mean,
mean, this is embarrassing. This is look. Let's be honest. Someone who's calling themselves a scholar, someone who's calling themselves a scholar in Islam, or the Arabic language, for him to make a mistake like this. I'm not talking about the nahu and ahkam and nida and all of these things, or the fact that he says لا تغالوا and it's meant to be لا تغلوا. It's simply that he does not know how to do tamyiz, distinguishing between al-fatha, al-dhamma, and al-kasra in diacritically printed script. This guy is a low level individual. Low level.
yes.
I mean, why are we bringing this guy? Why are the Christian community convinced that this? I mean, is anyone with a broken accent nowadays? Is the assumption that he is actually good at the language that he claims to speak at? Is speaking? Seriously,
They just don't know any better. That's just the thing. So let's carry on. This is there's a bit more to this because yeah, Anna in my mind I was like maybe his English is better than his Arabic. I don't know. So here's a bit of that.
The same verse says, read with me carefully, say not Trinity. The same verse. The same verse says Trinity is a must. All people of the book, commit no excuse in your religion, nor say Allah aught but truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he couldn't even speak English because he was it was excesses, and he read it excuses. I mean, this is embarrassing, isn't it? He can't speak. I mean, why would you? Sorry to say. I mean, if you really want the Christian community, and if you really want to elect someone, you know, to be your representative, I mean, to be honest with you, David Wood, for all of his lack of knowledge in areas, he was a professor, he was a PhD, he knew how to communicate, he knew how to speak in a language with proficiency. So why does this guy, who I heard also attacks David Wood after the debate with me, called him a jahil and things like that? Why would someone like that, why would an individual like that be your next choice to go against me or any other debater?
I think they're just looking for anyone else, to be honest. And he's been active for a while, and you know, like what he does is he runs the show. I mean, you know, in his platform, he runs the show. He speaks over people. He when you have the mic, people see you, assume that you're in the position of strength and superiority. When in reality, you're just controlling the show.
Who is Allah? Who is Ar-Rahman? Who is Ar-Rahim?
He is God. He's telling about himself.
What himself is a 3 or 1?
He's the gracious God. That is his attribute.
He is a 3 or 1. I'm not asking you if he's. Listen, Abdul. Listen. Like a gun machine. You have no answer.
First, let me know.
Akhi, this is one of the issues, man. This is why people think. This is why his fan base thinks that this guy is actually good at what he does. He speaks over his audience, invites people to the show, speaks over them, mutes them. Oh, we're going to see some more. Check this out.
Guys, just to show you how stupid the Muslims are, that those who insult shut up. Those who insult their parents should be put to death. This is the punishment.
Jesus loves you.
Shut up.
I've already shown you that you already
you're just a stupid. You see, here we go, guys.
You are lying.
So he got just get lost. Coward.
So he hangs up the phone and says, "You get lost, coward."
You said Paul. Hold on, you liar. Hold on. Let me spank you. You said Paul is a fake person. He never met Jesus. Correct? Let me get you busted, you idiot. Hold on, stupid. Let me mute you. Liar, filthy, who insult Paul because they are ignorant when Paul in the Quran is a messenger of God. Listen.
I just like to point out this guy, he mutes people. You know, before even getting to this, before even getting to his claim, this guy's muting the person who's asking a question, man. This is, and actually, he wants you to come on his platform. He wants you to come on his platform. Yeah, well, let's carry on.
I want to hear what he's gonna. He said Paul is in the Quran. Okay, I want to know. Let's go and see where Paul is in the Quran, please.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those moments where like I never. It's like the first time I've heard of this verse. You know when that happens.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's check it out
carefully. Everybody, read with me carefully. Chapter 36, verse number 14. Let us see what they say. Paul, he never met Jesus. Paul is not even, he's a fabricator. Paul, but they're a prophet. He said Paul is a messenger of Allah.
Yeah.
He is sent by Allah. And not only that, he made miracles.
All right.
Miracles in the name of the Messiah Jesus. Chapter.
All right. So that's very important, huh? What he just said. He said that it says, the Quran says that Paul performed miracles in the name of Jesus. And that this is in the Quran. This is supposedly in the Quran.
What's wrong with him? What's wrong with this liar? I mean, he actually provided a reference.
Yes.
For any sincere person, just go to chapter 36, verse 14. Where does it say Paul? Where does it say that he performed miracles for the sake? I mean, is this serious thing? Is this a serious thing? I can't believe this.
Yeah.
This guy's a liar. I mean, is he a liar? I mean,
yes,
is he reading it himself?
I've seen multiple examples of him saying this is what this verse says. You go to it's not there. It's absolutely not there.
So he's a liar. So he's like a Dhabun Ashir.
Flat out lies to his audience. Doesn't respect his audience.
It's just why would you? I mean, the thing is, do you not think that people are going to open up the book and check?
La, most people don't. Most people
So I mean,
don't.
so your arguments are going to have superficiality on it, because
Akhi,
to be
his
honest,
fan base,
what's this?
his fan base will eat anything that he says. You know, they'll eat up anything that he says, and to him, that's what's important. He doesn't care about the Muslims that are going to look it up. He cares about his Christian fan base growing and them believing what he says. So let's go on. Let's see what he says. He's quoting Tafsir ibn Kathir.
It says, narrated that the following is the
Narrated.
names of the three messengers. From Wahab ibn Sulaiman, from Shu'aib al-Ju'abi. The names of the first two messengers were Sham'un and Yohanna, and the name of the third was Poulos, and the city it was Antioch. Why, you idiot, you keep insulting Paul when the Quran and your scholars report him as a messenger of Jesus, and in the same time
He says the
is a messenger
Quran
of God?
and our scholars. What the hell is wrong with this individual? This is the
Yeah.
thing, when you go into Butun al-Kutub and you have no understanding what's going on. This guy's a fool. He said the Prophet. Where does it say Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Where did it say the Prophet said that?
So it says Shu'aib al-Jaba'i, okay, which he misreads as Shu'aib al-Ju'abi. All right, I think it says Shu'aib okay. And by the way, هذا شعيب الجبائي. You're enjoying this. You're enjoying this too much, man. You're enjoying this too much. Okay, so Shu'aib al-Jaba'i is like an akhbari who's like disregarded, who's not seen as an authority, and who has some opinions about matters that have to do with Ahl Kitab and whatnot. He's not someone who's taken seriously. And the Christian Prince is saying that our prophet says this. Madri, maybe his prophet is called Shu'aib al-Jaba'i. Not ours, man.
No, this guy's wallahi, he's a joke. He's a joke. This guy, khalas, you've lost your credibility after that. Your academic credibility. You only have one chance. You can make mistakes, and then you have to retract them as an academic. Oh no.
Hello?
Hey, CP. What's up, man?
Hey, my brother, how are you?
Good, man.
I miss you,
Sorry,
man.
yeah,
Where you been? I
they
miss
told
you.
me-
We didn't talk for long.
Man, I miss you, brother.
All right. So what do you think about what I was saying, brother Sam?
Yeah, no, I was just saying in the text message, all of us are students. We're students of scholars like you because we don't know the Arabic. So that's true. That's the true comment. You can't argue against that.
This
You know
guy
the
is Sam
Arabic,
Shimoni,
we are
innit?
students.
Yep.
We're doing the best we can by the grace of Jesus Christ. I mean, what can we do?
I mean,
All right. So if he's calling him a scholar, he sees him as an authority. Him and David Wood must see him as an authority, bro. If you
Right.
guys see that guy as a scholar, no wonder why David Wood was dealt that decisive blow in that debate. No wonder why David Wood was dealt that decisive blow, and because you guys apologetics against Islam and the Christian community is on such a low level that someone who can't even read the Quran, you guys think because you got a thick accent, you guys think because he has a thick accent in Arabic that he can speak Arabic good. He can't speak Arabic good. We saw just then. He can't pronounce names. He can't even read from the Quran, the Mus'haf, let alone from memory. This guy is nothing. This guy is nothing. Is this the best you can offer the Western world? Is this the best you can offer as an apologetics against Islam? Trust me, man. The challenge of Islam is going to be something new for you guys. The next 20 or 30 years, you're going to see two things. You're going to see if this is the case, Christianity is going to continue depreciating, and it's going to go into two directions. Mostly in the atheistic direction, but it's going to be a big chunk of people that are going to see
Right.
that Islam is the option. Islam is the option.
Right.
It's the monotheistic option that takes you away from the Trinity. It takes you away from all these things that you have. A long line of messengers and prophets, all that came with one belief, which is to believe one God, and that finalizes with the Prophet. People are going to see that as the option, not this nonsense, sorry to say, apologetics against Islam. The guy's a liar. He can't even reference properly, and when he references chapter 36, verse 14, it says Paul is in it. He's a liar. Of course you're gonna fail when you debate people like us. Of course you're gonna fail. Of course you're gonna fail, and you're gonna continue failing.
We got a bit more. We got a bit more to cover, by the way. Let's
SubhanAllah.
yeah. Let's go through this. Inshallah, we're almost done.
What about the Inquisition, the Spanish Inquisition against witches?
I agree with it. If I'm a king, I will do it too. Because simply, you see, somebody betray me.
Uh-huh.
An occupation came to my country, and they killed millions of my people, and they occupy us for hundreds of years. And
Okay.
then now we are big victorious. Should we go after the one who betray and join the army of the enemy? I mean, is it normal? Why people they think this is a church thing? It's not church thing.
But like, it was a very brutal thing they
It doesn't
did,
matter.
right? Like they
You see-
tortured people and they burned them alive,
I
and
don't agree
killed-
with being brutal. I agree with.
but they killed the Jews as well.
The Jews. They
and
took the
obviously,
side. The Jews. They took the side at that time with the Muslims too.
So this guy's anti-Semitic.
I would like to point one thing out. I think it's really ironic that the atheist that he's talking to has higher moral standards than he does.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. But let me just say something else. Is that
Please.
sorry to say, this guy, if a Muslim has said the same thing, that Muslim will be written off, because how can you not only justifying the Spanish Inquisition, yeah, which as whoever the brother, he's not Muslim, is he? The atheist there was talking about.
Yeah.
That individual was pointing out it's brutal. There was torture, but it's not only torture. There was all kinds of things. I mean, there was forced conversions. There was forced immigration. I mean, anyone can look at that part of history. He was right. Jews at that time had migrated to Muslim lands. He's saying the Jews took their side, therefore they deserve the torture. Basically, he is because of his extremism. This guy's an extremist. This guy is he represents an extremist in the Christian community, just like we have extremists in our community. We saw the London Bridge attack. Bro, this is an extremist in their community. Sorry to say, he's basically saying what happened there is fine. This guy's despicable, man. This guy's finished. What does this guy want from me? The only thing he's gonna get from me is mubahala. We do mubahala, and then straight after we'll see the results of mubahala in the cage. This guy's anti-Semite. He don't like Jews. He just said they took the side of the Muslims. He's basically, everyone should be against this guy. Muslim, Jews, and Christians. I don't even know why the hell am I dealing with this extremist. Do you think I'm going to be dealing with an extremist like that? The Christian community should be the first to condemn this individual. They should be the first, just like we have to condemn the London Bridge attack and so on and so forth. This guy is dirty, man.
Sorry.
No, please hit in Arabic.
Do you guard your boobs? Link. Stop talking. This is the link. Big mouth. If you don't stop,
Can you please tell me this?
if you don't stop, I will force you to open the camera and show me how you do
What?
breastfeeding.
This guy,
Stop.
what?
No, this is Ibn Kathir. Are you there? Salah bint Suhail, are you there? Hello? I don't hear you. Don't keep the mic from your, don't do breastfeeding now. Later. Now, let us see what Ibn Kathir said about the mut'ah. I think she is doing breastfeeding right now, taking a break. I will stay with you. I will stay with you until tomorrow. Listen. No, hold on. I will stay with you until tomorrow. I will make you read the whole page. If we find in the same page you are reading from, it says this is about the mut'ah. Are you going to do breastfeeding for me? Listen. If we see in the same page you are reading from, hold on. If we read together in the same page you are reading from, we will read all of it. If we find there it says that this is about mut'ah, do you promise me to do breastfeeding for me?
Yes, maybe Mary, she will join us.
Okay, no problem. Let's continue, guys. She said yes. Mary the Copt, she will join us. No problem. Continue.
No, Mary first, okay?
Okay, Mary the Copt and you, and so you will do breastfeeding for me. No problem. Continue reading. Okay.
First Mary.
Okay, continue
then
reading. Continue reading.
Okay.
Continue reading.
I don't leave you today.
Okay, continue. I cannot wait for my breastfeeding. You promised me. Everybody is a witness.
Okay. What's mean dignity?
It's mean you don't give me your boobs.
Okay, that's good.
You don't take off your panty. And you know what? Even if you are the only women in the world, I will not do breastfeeding from you scumbag. You Muslim women are full of AIDS. And now I want you to focus with me. We arrived to the mut'ah. Finally. You will give me your breast, you like it or not. You promise. Go ahead. So now admit, you promised. If Ibn Kathir saying this is about mut'ah, you will do breastfeeding for me. Everybody heard you.
Okay, just tell me right now who's gonna show her proof, Mary or Jesus? I don't know, but he's gonna do it.
You are a whore like you're a prophet, and this is why you are allowed yourself to do mut'ah.
No, you found you are a liar. Okay.
You are the scumbag like your prophet. I can go to the English right now. Okay. Do you want me to switch?
Okay?
Like, listen.
Okay.
Listen. You are trying to run away from doing breastfeeding for me. You will do it. I promise you.
What is that, man? What this guy's dirty. This guy's a pervert. This guy goes, you're gonna do it whether you like it or not, or something like that. This is
Yeah.
rape talk here, bro. This is rape talk. This guy,
Yeah.
he's finished. Sorry to say, he's finished after that, man. He's done. What, he wants to come and speak to us? I've never seen
So,
anything like that. I've never seen anything like that. And this is not a representation of Christianity. And this is not a representation of the Christian community. This guy, believe me, after just hearing that now, the Christian community are going to disown him. I have full trust. I have full trust because I've met members of the Christian community. I know them very well. They're going to say this man does not represent anything. Does not represent the Christian teachings. Does not represent Jesus. Do you think Jesus would speak to a woman like that? According to the New Testament corpus, according to the scriptures, according to their scriptures, do you think that Jesus would come and talk to a woman and tell her, take off your panties, I'm going to breastfeed you and all this kind of things? Bro, you cannot justify this behavior under any circumstances. And you want to come on a platform with me, and you want to come and speak to me, and you want me to lower myself and talk to you? You're a dirty brother. You're a dirty guy, man. You're a dirty individual. You're a sicko. You're a sicko. And that's why you're not going to come and show your face to someone like me. That's why you'd never come and stand face to face with someone like me. That's why you're scared of the Muslim community. But not only that, probably the Christian community as well. You're coming out speaking to the Muslim women are whores, prostitutes. Would you like someone to say that to your mum, to your sister, to your auntie? You're dirty. You're dirty. And I know you've got sexual thoughts that are now permanent. You can't even control your sexual desires. All you talk about is food and sex. Bro, you're out of control. You're out of control talking to a woman like that. You're dirty. You're dirty. You're dirty. You're finished. You're finished. Wallah, you're finished. Talking about women like that coming to sex. What the hell? You're a dirty man. You're a dirty man. And you're meant to be some kind of public figure for the Christian community? You're meant to have a following with the Christian community? You're meant to have tens of thousands of people following you? How dare you? Alik.
And يعني أخي, to be honest, when I saw other clips, I just thought that he was someone who was low. But when I saw this clip, this specific clip, I was against any Muslim debating him. I don't think that anyone
No
should
Christian
entertain
would
this
allow
guy.
us. Bro, it's not for me now. That's for the Christian community. I know from my experience, the vast majority of Christians are not. Are not going to endorse anything like that. They would not endorse anything like that. And we have to be fair. Therefore, me debating this guy, what does he want me to come on his little platform so they can mute me? And speak about my mum and my family. He's talking about women being prostitutes. So what? You're talking about my mum and my sister and my daughters and all that? You wouldn't come and say that to me face to face. You know what you are. Yeah, you wouldn't come to say that to me face to face because you know what you are. Yeah, you wouldn't come and say that to man, face to face. But behind the little screen, you're a keyboard warrior. You're nothing. You're a boy. You're a boy. But you know what? I would want to end this discussion, with a message of solidarity, and hope. Because what I want to say is, look, we might have the Quran says, "Lakum dinukum waliya din." Yeah, you have your religion and we have our religion. If we don't agree on your religion or creed, it doesn't mean that we can start abusing each other. It doesn't mean that now hate has to fill the environment. That you have to contribute to a poisonous environment. No, if you really don't understand the meaning of peace and solidarity, look, subhanallah, look at the Quranic discourse. وَإِلَىٰ عَادٍ أَخَاهُمْ هُودًا, for example, وَإِلَىٰ كَذَا أَخَاهُمْ كَذَا. Whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says to a qawm, to a group of people, أَخَاهُمْ, their brother X, right? So obviously these people weren't Muslim yet. They were not Muslim yet. However, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said to these group of people, أَخَاهُمْ كَذَا كَذَا. Yeah? To these group of people, their brother was sent, who is XYZ, yeah? So at the end of the day, أَخَاهُمْ, we are brothers and sisters. And here, for example, in London, we're not brothers in deen and sisters in deen. No, we're brothers in humanity. We're brothers in tribe. Like at the end of the day, I was born here. In London. We're Western Muslims at the end of the day, And we feel like we have solidarity with the people in this country. We feel like we will protect a Muslim, a Christian, or a Jew from physical and verbal abuse. We don't tolerate physical and verbal abuse, the like which we saw in the London Bridge attack like that. We don't tolerate that. You know, and that's the Prophet Muhammad says, "Man qatala mu'ahidan lam yarih ra'ihat al-jannah." Whoever kills a mu'ahid, who is a non-combatant, non-believer, according to Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, this is his interpretation of it. If someone is not musta'min, someone who is, what do you call it? He says that includes a musta'min and a mu'ahid and a dhimmi. So every kind of non-combatant, non-believer, we say is whoever tries to attack them and kill them, they will never smell the fragrance of heaven. Therefore, we say, as Muslims, we come together with the non-Muslim communities, the Jews and the Christians, and we want also and condemn these individuals, rogue, black sheep type individuals in our community. What we want is the Christian community to also do the same for its community, to flush out those elements which are extreme. Frankly, man, this guy is an extremist, and I'm going to say that in my understanding of the word, he's extremely vulgar, he's extremely abusive, he's using rape jargon, and he's justifying historical genocides against not only Muslims but Jews. How can we, as Muslims, Christians, and Jews, not condemn that as well? We have to condemn all of it. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's how we can enhance solidarity within different communities, inshallah. We can have the religious discussion, but it doesn't have to reach that level where we're fighting each other, killing each other, or, of course, abusing each other on the internet. This is cyberbullying.
Yeah. Allah barak feek, akhi. Jazakallah khairan. In regards to Christian Prince, there seems to be a thirst for refutations. Personally, I'm not going to go out of my way to create like thorough refutations. What I will do, though, what I will do, I will try to satisfy that thirst by providing examples of the guy having absolutely no knowledge in Islam. I will provide some examples of him flat out lying. Inshallah, I'll be uploading those on my channel on Farid Response. So inshallah, we can link that in the description or something. So
please do, and you know, because at the end of the day, it's good that it's coming from you. You're native Arab. You've published in Arabic language. You've specialized in some of the areas of knowledge, and with him, you're gonna easily eat this guy up. You know, but I don't think that. I don't think he's really effective to the extent whereby you need to spend too much of your time on it. Like I said, I think just show his complete incompetence.
Inshallah.
To the people.
Habibna, any last thoughts?
No, that's it really.
All right, boys. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Habibi, take care of yourself. You guys take care of yourselves as well. And inshallah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.